Hi, I'm Paul Mallison, and in this video I'll show you how to use hyperlinks that occur throughout the text. Now I'm here at the start of chapter 1. Each chapter in the 3 larger editions, including the in-depth edition which I've got on screen here, are divided into 2, and at the start of each chapter you'll see links to the major sections throughout the chapter. So obviously just click on one of these links, or you could have, by the way, clicked on the page number as well. Doesn't matter whether you choose the actual lettering or the page number. You'll get to the heading. Now you'll see here underneath major headings, and they also occur under some subheadings, as is the case down here, cross links to other relevant topics. So obviously just click on there and you'll go to the particular section heading or subsection heading. Just clicking on the previous view button there to come straight back. One little difference you'll notice between these 2 cross references and this one down here is that this one has capital letters, like it's in title case. So that would indicate that it's either a chapter heading or a major section heading. So if we click on that, okay, we come here and you can see that's a major section heading rather than just a little subsection. Obviously you can see here there's links to all the subheadings throughout this section, so you can just click on one of them and it'll either be in the left column or the right column, and away you go. With the actual references, let's come up here. At the start of each verse or passage, of course it tells you where it comes from. If you click, you'll notice that the book name, or the abbreviation, and the chapter number are in bold. Now that's to actually take you to the ESV website, and it will open the chapter in question just for purposes of checking the context of the verse or passage. So if you click on there, the first time you click on it, you'll get a little dialog box pop up indicating that you're trying to connect to some server, and it's asking for permission to allow this. So because you may be doing this a good number of times, it'd be a good idea to click the checkbox there, remember my action for this site, before clicking the allow button. Once you've done that, anytime you then later on click on one of these, it'll open your default web browser, and then it'll open the chapter from the ESV website. The Bible Unpacked in-depth edition has verses all from the ESV. They were very generous to allow that. The others have different translations, and most of those links going to see what chapter, to actually view the chapter on the web, actually go to the Net Bible's website. All right, let's go back. You'll notice, this while we're looking at the verse or passage reference, you'll see the verse numbers are in a lighter blue. All right, so looking down here, Galatians 3:20. So with this one, if I clicked on any of the bold, it would open up Galatians 3 on the website. If I click on 20, it actually goes to the scripture index. So that was Galatians 3:20. So if you look in top of these 3 columns, all right, you'll see Galatians 3:20 there. It's only used by itself in that one spot. Say if you're somewhere and you clicked on Galatians 3:21, well, you'd see you got 2 references. So say this is the one you came from. If you wanted to see where else it was used, obviously you could click on this, and all those verse numbers are hyperlinked, so it would take you to the other spot where it was used. All right, so you could come back and go and click on the others if you wanted to check them out. All right, well, let's go back to where we came from. With other... Okay, you notice all the little section headings are in dark blue, so that indicates that they're hyperlinks. So if you click on one of those, it'll go to that listing of that subsection heading on the page that lists all the headings from that particular chapter. Now that's particularly handy if you've been following a cross-reference, so let's pick a cross-reference. Well, let's say you click on this one here, and you're just wondering what context this is being used in. Well, you can click on that and you can find you'll go to that subheading there in the listing, and you can read through the other subsection headings, and you get an idea of where it's used. Occasionally you'll notice these little arrows. Sometimes you get a fat arrow like this, sometimes they're just thin arrows. The fat arrows indicate that it's a cross-reference to a verse or a passage in an adjacent subsection. So clicking on that, it's going to take you, so I forget which one it was, really, that one or that one, which would be an adjacent subsection. If you just see a thin arrow, there's none on this page that I can see, it will be a cross-reference to a verse or passage in the same subsection. If you're using a mobile, you'll notice here the footnotes or text note, letters indicating a footnote or a text note. If you've got a mobile, you might want to click on there and come down and have a look at the text note. But if you're on your PC, you might or your Mac desktop, it might be just as easy to scroll down. Thanks for watching.